That's no bueno. There we go. Yay. Also, this is my new keyboard and mouse.
I like it.
Pretty.
It's like your keyboard's about to sell me Molly at a club show.
It's called flowering, ironically enough, so I think it's more of a weed thing, and it just slowly over time, the individuals will, like, change color. And then you can speed up how fast it does it.
Okay.
And I have it to, like, a medium low for, aesthetics purposes. Hey, look at my trash pile.
Hey, look at that trash pile.
Hey! It's a good base layer. I threw on an extra gray after the last stream. Just to kind of even out some of the coating, because some of it was too heavy here, too light here. Next up, what we're going to start with tonight is just a nice shine. I got like a chrome, like a silver and beige that I'm going to mix together.
Okay.
Lay that down as a final base layer for everything, and then we'll start finishing putting stuff together. That's my
Are we
plan
live
anyway.
yet?
What?
Are we live yet?
Oh shoot, yeah, we are. I'm sorry, bud.
No, I was just asking because if we were actually talking about like stuff.
Yeah, show me your stuff. I just wanted
Okay.
to. I just wanted to give everyone a background to what I'm doing, and then you can.
No,
I want
I
to see you go
appreciate that.
nuts.
Because I didn't know what you were doing,
Go sicko
and I
mode.
like that. I will say I went to America's most queer supportive hobby chain store and also purveyor of Duck Dynasty books and got some stuff this weekend or last weekend. I will say, so I like that are you using that paper plate to dry stuff on?
Yeah.
So I ordered these off of everybody's favorite union busting mega corporation.
Oh, dude, love those guys.
There's like a pack of 50, but they're these alligator clips.
Ooh, yes, I've seen those.
And they come on these long sticks. They're kind of bendy, but and then when I was at Hobby Lobby said gay rights, I just picked up a big old piece of craft foam. So what I did recently was you just jam it in there, and then you can dry your parts and get more coverage on them, and don't have to worry about
I
the paint sticking
personally.
stuff.
Oh, hold on. Oh no. Oh no. Something got caught. There we go. Okay, I'm good. I personally hate styrofoam. It gives me the heebie-jeebies, but
Look at that.
I think I can figure out a way to use that. I've seen those before. I didn't know how to find those. How did
Yeah.
What did you search for?
I just searched alligator clips, and I can also send you what I got. But there's a few different options, and I just went with the cheapest one because
Oh, then send me that one.
they're it was like $8 for 50 of them. So
Oh, yeah, amazing.
yeah, and then also I got a paint tray. I didn't use it. I just like dipped directly out of the little paint jars, which probably shouldn't have, but it's fine. And yeah, over the past weekend, I did my first ever paint job
Ooh.
with this little friend. Gave him a little custom stripe on the side.
I love it.
This was, let me see if I have the instructions. Yes. So this was originally supposed to look like this.
Ooh.
That's what we got. So it doesn't look like, it looks painted. It looks like someone who's never done this before painted it.
Oh, same with this. Let me tell you.
Yeah, and so what I did was like I only painted the green stuff. I didn't want to have to do more than I needed to. So these black parts on the bottom, and there's a few like internal gray parts. Those are just the way they came. Everything else I used Tamiya brand acrylic paint.
Ooh. I'm using a
found
different brand. That's interesting.
Yeah, I found some people who said like, "Oh yeah, that was great for hand painting," and I was doing hand painting. I'm doing this at my kitchen table. I don't have an airbrush,
Right.
So I'm doing hand painting. I got the reason I went with Tamiya is because I got these nice little Tamiya brand craft brushes for Christmas.
Adorable.
Along with Tamiya brand panel liner. Oh, there we go, panel liner. Both from different people, just happen to be the same brand. But so I was like, oh yeah, I'll keep it in the family. It should work better together. Not true. So I got Tamiya brand paints, and I was like reading some blog that said like, oh, and this is just CVS brand isopropyl alcohol for paint thinner. So you don't have to. This was $2. You don't have to spend all that money on like the actual craft paint thinner. I say don't have to. There's going to be somebody in the comments being like, oh, you should if you want it to look good. But I ended up not even using that because I just kind of flew by the seat of my pants. But yeah, so I got Tamiya. Heard it was going to be great. The paints, so I used gunmetal gray on the like skirt. I don't know if that's what it's called, but it's a skirt. And I really like how it came out. This needed 2 coats. Like that's all I did. Spray primer. This is just a fine white surface primer. And that went great. Just did that on some newspaper. And then after that dried for a few hours, also I left the door open down here because it smelled super strong. The skirt only needed like 2 coats, and it's got this like lovely metallic shine to it. It doesn't really show brush strokes. It's really nice. I like it a lot.
That's lovely.
And then the other one is just orange. I don't know if it's any special orange or whatever. I just like the color orange. And that took, I think, 3 full coats in order for it to like look like orange. It's kind of light, not very, but like you don't want it thick. You want a bunch of thin layers, and you know you do as many layers as it takes so it doesn't look like crusty. And it looks fine now, but the issue was that stupid old me thought that if these were Tamiya paints, I could use the Tamiya brand panel liner and everything would be kosher.
Oh no.
And I looked on the side of the bottle and it said, do not use for enamel paints. And I said, great, I'm using acrylic.
Yeah, that's not us. That ain't me.
Yeah. And so I put it on there and it looks okay for the most part. I'm like wiping it away with a Q-tip. It looks fine. And I put it on another, and as I start to wipe it away, the paint starts coming off and you see the primer. And I said, like, oh crap, like I don't even know what I did. So it was on the gunmetal stuff, so I just did like a quick brush over and it was fine. And what I learned was that the panel liner is essentially acts as like paint thinner on acrylics.
Sure.
So that was great. So for the other stuff, I use my Gundam marker. The issue with it being that the paint just absorbs it. It's not like, because like doing it on regular plastic, you know, you can make as many mistakes as you want. I just wipe it away with my finger and it looks fine. It stays in the groove and everything else just comes off of my thumb.
Right.
The acrylic just absorbs it right away. So I really had to be careful with it, which is why the head looks fine, because the head was really easy. The legs down here, and you'll see on like the shoulder pad, this is a really bad view, a lot rougher because the grooves weren't as pronounced. And also I used a clear flat top coat, and that looked okay. It also kind of thinned the paint out a little bit, which I didn't love, but it did smooth over everything. So I appreciate that. But yeah, that was my big, long, weekend-long quest to do a $10 Gundam. And if anyone knows what they're doing, please tell me what I did wrong in the chat, and I will appreciate it.
Don't worry, they will. I've had a couple people already last stream who were like, hold on, Dan, hold on. Steg especially. So actually, speaking of, my paint... Oh
yeah,
my gosh. Using? Hold on 1 second. What? This might be my food. Hello? Oh, okay, great. Can you leave it on the door? I'll be right there. Okay, thank you.
Alright, it's me and you. Hello, friends.
1 second. Oh, I didn't put on the button. Sorry, Kiki. I'll be right back.
So tonight we are drinking nothing but the finest. This is Aldi brand seltzer water, passion fruit flavor, $2.99 at your local Aldi. Rip it and rip it. I do not have the chat up. I will get that up on my phone because I'm curious if anyone is saying anything. But yeah, any help you've got, I appreciate it. I'll tell Dan this again when he gets back, but one of the things I'd like to do is if I can figure out what the heck I'm doing with this stuff and make the paint look a little less crusty. I recently picked up one of those like cheap $10 Pokemon model kits that Bandai makes. They're not super involved, but that's fine. I just like Pokemon and they look better than the Mega Block stuff. I want to get as much of those as I can and paint them in their shiny variants. I feel like that would be fun. So like I picked up a Mewtwo. It was on sale at the LGBT positive hobby store. And $6. It was on sale. It was great. But I would like to do something special with it. And I think the shiny variant is green. Jacob can correct me because I know he has it memorized. I don't love the green. I may try the sort of like Shadow Mewtwo from Pokemon, or was it Pokken tournament? I like that better, but we'll see. Okay, just load up the stream. We'll see if anybody pops in the chat. And I'm very glad to see that Dan took my advice with the $8 hobby kit, because that is what I still use. I like it a lot. I will wait to show y'all what I'm building tonight when Dan gets back, because I know he's curious. It is very large. It could not be possible without the Internal Revenue Service. And right now, I'm working on the legs, and it is taking 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13... 17 sheets. Yeah, 17 sheets just on the legs. And there's a lot more in the box. So it's very exciting. Who's all joining us? Pop it in the chat. Oh, hi, Kiki. I will say, while we've got show and tell going and we're waiting on Dan, these are the paints I got. Came in this painted little box. I ordered these from New Type, which was not a retailer I'd heard of before, but somebody told me about them. They have a really great...
I'm sorry.
Hey, he's back. New Type has a really great website set up. Other sites I've used Planet Gundam and then USA Gundam Store. I like USA Gundam Store a lot. Their shipping can be kind of pricey, but they are a family-owned store. And they're very nice and very helpful in customer service. But I did New Type because their site is a little bit easier to work through, especially on the paint side of things. So I picked up 5. They're all like $2.99 a jar for like a little jar. I got gunmetal and flat black just to have because I feel like that would be helpful. And then I got the orange I mentioned, the mischievous orange. And then I got whole red, it's called. I was looking for something maroon because I went to Virginia Tech and I spent too much of my money there to think about anything else. So I want to do maroon orange, but it doesn't really look maroon. It's what I used for the stripe. It's just kind of like reddish brown more than it is maroon. So I don't love it. And then I got the clear top coat that also kind of thins out the paint.
I actually need to thin out the paint on this a little bit, so I will explain my issue in a second. I'm trying to finish setting up the button.
You can borrow my CVS brand ice purple.
Oh, homie G Claus, hold on 1 second. We're gonna have a fight.
What's happening?
Oh no, it's gone.
Also,
oh no!
If you can hear the washing machine mere feet away, I apologize.
Had some Walgreens brand. ethyl alcohol or whatever, rubbing alcohol. Oh no! Hey Em, where's the rubbing alcohol that was up there?
That's Travis. He's gonna make a sandwich.
Thank you.
Okay, I believe
Gang,
Danny's
baby.
there. He is. Hey, is it 90%?
70, but I'm also going to cut it with water anyway a little bit.
Okay, that should be. I mean, I think 70% without water should be fine.
Well, we'll see. So actually, this is the
I
interesting...
know nothing.
So here's the thing. I actually did, while I'm trying to get Touch Portal to work so I can set up the button, I actually have two kinds of... So, okay, hold on. Start from the beginning. I bought a 48 pack. They were like $20 on our favorite union busting site. I highly recommend it. Yeah.
How much was that?
Like 20, I think.
Okay.
And what I mentioned last time, this is the Bob Ross set. It looks like we got titanium white. We've got some like where's another one that's like well known? Oh, I forget. Anyway. There's a couple on here that when you say them, you're like, oh, right, yeah, Van Dyke Brown, things like that. So, yeah, I started with this last time, made a huge mistake. Steg told me you gotta start with black, essentially, typically, for at least what I'm gonna be doing a lot of. I want a black with a specific color depending on what I want to pop, base, and then slowly get lighter. So, I started off. The wings I took off and constructed first because, as I discovered last time, unlike in the OG trilogy, I just didn't notice this for whatever reason the past 10 years or whatever the fuck, however long it's been. The new X-Wings don't have two wings that, like, meet, like, it's, like, jagged.
Huh.
I just never noticed.
Yeah.
And so,
I blame Chris Terria.
I blame a lot of people. And so I couldn't wrap my brain around what parts needed to be painted what, and in hindsight, I should have just painted everything the metal first.
Okay.
Because I gotta tell you, painting on this, I way preferred than to this.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
I will say I clamped the pieces onto the alligator clips and then just did little brush strokes from there, and that was fine. I didn't have any big issues with that. I did prime it while it was still in the runners, and that was easier.
I don't know how much it comes across, but on the wings and this engine part, it's real thick. I don't know how well that comes across, but it's very thick. So I didn't use rubbing alcohol for the thinner. I used just water.
Okay.
Just warm water. And can I tell you something? These came out great, actually.
Okay. Surprise.
Yeah, these actually came out really well. I want to, at least for a base layer, again, this next one is going to be the one that's, like, actually the metal look I'm going for.
Yeah.
So this is actually going to be the next couple layers, but, like, watered down, it actually took really well, and you can see those details really well. I was surprised, too. First paint job, I figured I'd do a little experimenting, see what's up. I haven't messed with these yet. I think this will be my in-between project while all this stuff is drying for tonight. And again, I want everything painted. I want to try it. I trial by fire. You know? Yeah. So that's what
I get what you mean. I mean, I'm speaking as somebody who has painted one. So. But I mean, I'm honestly surprised that you're like painting all the pieces before you put it together, because I feel like for a vehicle it would be easy enough to like, or at least put the pieces like chunks together first. Is that kind of what you've done?
No, so that's what I did with these. You know, this is two sets of the thing. We don't have all the pieces in. And I did this as partially a control, and partially because my brain couldn't wrap my head around, like, what parts would be showing and what parts wouldn't.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I just couldn't. That being said, like I said, in theory, I need to think. I think in the future, especially when doing detailed things like this, which is going to be almost all of them, because this is why we like it. Is how do I? I'm trying to think of the right way to phrase this because it's going to seem weird. But I think that in the future, I need to think of it in terms of in fiction. So this is all, right? This is all metal. So it doesn't matter what's showing. I should have just painted it all the same because it's all metal. And then once it's constructed in metal, then do the, you know what I mean? Like I got a 2-pack of masking tape as well for this project to practice. They're 2 different sizes. So that then once it's constructed, I can put the design I want on it.
Gotcha. Okay.
You know what what I should have done was this is all metal. Think of it as metal, and then done all this stuff after.
Okay, I get what you mean. Here, real quick, I want to tell you what I'm making tonight, so I can get started on it.
Yeah. Please go ahead.
And when I say tonight, I mean for the next several weeks, because thanks to the glorious people at the Internal Revenue Service, I was able to make a very irresponsible decision, and bought. I showed it last time I was on here, but I bought. This is the Gundam Astray Red Frame Perfect Grade. And for those of you who don't know, perfect grades. So there's several different grades. They keep adding new ones, so I'm not going to just say there's 4. But generally, before they started adding a bunch, there's 4. There's high grade, which is like entry level. Those are the ones you'd probably find at your Barnes and Noble or your Think Geeks, and those cost anywhere from like $15 to $30, and are generally probably about this high, probably about 6 inches tall. Those are relatively simple, great for starting out. And then from there, there's master grade, which are much taller, probably about 10 inches tall. And I wouldn't say they're harder. They're just bigger. There's just more to build. And they look really nice on your shelf, and they're a little more fun. They're a little sturdier. They're a lot sturdier. And then from there, there's real grade, which actually goes back down to size, to that 6 inches again, but are a lot more complicated. I've built a few real grades, one of which, the Freedom Gundam, was my absolute least favorite kit to build because that thing is so fragile. And then the other one, which is the new Gundam, NU, love it, recommend it to everybody. So those go all over the place. And then perfect grade is what I'm building, which, so real grades and high grades are 1/144th scale. Master grades are 1/100th. These are, I believe, 1/60th scale. So here is the Super Deformed, which is the actual title of it. Super Deformed Zaku. This is the foot for the perfect grade. So it's going to be a big, hefty boy. I have been working on this for probably 3 hours total.
Oh, so you're early game.
Do what?
You're early on in this build, then.
Yes. I've been working on this for probably 3 hours. I have 2 feet, and I have most of 2 legs. And as you can see, when it'll be combined, the feet and the leg compared to a can of soda, it's gonna be a bulky boy.
I'm excited for you.
Thank you. I think what I need to do tonight is the armor on the legs. I think that's next.
Sorry about my late chomps. Ordered food about an hour ago and showed up just as we got started. I was like, oh.
It happens.
Yeah. So I'm looking for a painted gray in fiction. Oh, does Payton watch Gundam? Is being asked.
Oh, so I definitely got into Gunpla before I got into the actual anime. And so my response to that is I am trying. I'm trying to find a show I like. I know they kind of they run the gamut in quality. I have watched the one I've watched the most of is Iron-Blooded Orphans, which I think was 2015.
Yeah, I've heard about that one. Do you recommend it?
It's I do. I think it's really good and like a little more mature than what you'd think. Also, like all the Gundam shows are surprisingly not for kids because it's like, hey, war bad. But
What?
Iron-Blooded Orphans has some
Politics in my anime? No.
Gross. Iron-Blooded Orphans has some gross, cheesy like stuff with like there's a whole subplot where a dude and a bunch of characters are like his harem.
Yeah,
which I know
I've heard that.
not.
I've heard that one is controversial.
Yeah, it's not anything new to people who watch anime, which is what it is. But yeah, it's a little odd, and yeah, hard. So it's hard to be like, wholeheartedly like yes, because there's some creepy stuff in it, and like the villain, or is he? Or is he not? Forget his name, but the blonde Nazi-looking dude.
Okay.
He's I think engaged to like a 10-year-old girl,
Okay.
and it's like a political thing, clearly, but depending on if you can divorce that from.
So like trigger content warning, but you still think it is a worthwhile.
Yeah, I would still. I think there's some really cool stuff in there. I think the characters are good. It for the most part avoids like a lot of the obnoxiousness that turns me off from some anime.
While still diving into those weird elements that are clearly pushing the buttons.
And then otherwise, I've watched a bit of Gundam Wing, like a dozen episodes, I think, so far.
Yeah.
And that's the one I want to keep with because I know it's like the most famous one. But I'm not going to.
Yeah, I know. Kiki, I just saw your reaction to this in the chat, and yes, agreed. That is also my reaction to hearing about this show.
Oh, what did she say?
It was
the emoji.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wing is what it is. It's from. I think it was from. Trying to think of when it was on in the States because I know it was Toonami made it go big. But I think Wing was the 90s. And there's some parts of it, like, it's not like that it hasn't aged super well, like it's problematic, but there's just some, like, awkward scripting and translation stuff.
There's some beats that do not translate well anymore.
It's like, the thing I'm thinking of is in the very first episode, one of the main characters crashes down to Earth, and he goes to this school, and
of course,
the girl's like, "Oh, you're that boy. You're going to be joining our school, aren't you?" And then he just goes, "I'll kill you."
Same though.
So that is what it is. But it's just funnier than anything.
Yikes, Reno.
And then to top it all off, this Sunday I started the 08th MS team because I've heard that's the best one. And it is good. It's got nudity in it, which is weird for animation. But
well, depending on what kind of animation you're talking about. Also, I gotta say, not to first time mixing with metallic paints here. I really like this kind of like dullish gray metallic. I don't know if it's coming across on camera, but it's like a nice. It looks like cheap recycled steel that the good guys would need because they're on the run.
I'm digging the gloves. Those are intense.
Thank you. I'll be honest. I just also have food around and will potentially need like take out the dog or stuff. You know what I mean? So just based on last time and because I've got the gloves, I'm just painting the whole dang thing. I'm just going.
Paint that whole dang thing.
Paint the whole dang thing.
Shoot. Okay. So I'm just using Gundam marker for my panel lining because since this one was expensive, I didn't want to like experiment with something new.
No, that makes sense. I know it's in theory taking it off, but I'm kind of okay with that since these are especially so thick. Personally, I think the gloves are going to be a reoccurring thing for this because this is going a lot faster than when I was painting, trying to be careful and like, I had to.
Oh, bless you. That's a big ass brush.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Well, because again, I'm not doing details right now.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get in there, and I'm trying to be a little bit quick, and I want to make sure that I can. Like, I haven't gone back for more paint yet. I'm trying to spread this shit out.
I will say after painting one, it is nice to just like kind of blast through one.
Yeah.
This feels so much quicker.
Really?
Yeah, because like, I don't know. I mean, granted, I did a super deformed, which doesn't have that many pieces all said and done.
Yeah.
But I like snipped out I primed them, and then I snipped out the ones I needed to paint, and then I painted them. And it was just like a lot of little steps. But this is just like, oh yeah, you put together.
Random thing, but something I was thinking of as we're just chatting.
Yeah.
I actually got super sick this past weekend. And I thought about it because we were chatting. I'm just kidding. And I was bedridden. And so,
oh no.
Yeah, just for like the weekend. I just got super sick in my stomach. It happens sometimes.
Yeah.
And so I just looked up different modeling companies online and different like I did a whole bunch of research, and I think the next one I do will not be Star Wars actually.
Really? What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna go with something that I love that is also anime, but I don't know how many
Toy
other
Story.
people. No.
They have Toy Story mangas.
Oh, I know. I found them, and I almost ordered them on the spot. Also, Kiki, the button's not quite working, so here I gotta do it all manually tonight. Oh no. Dan having problems with the stream could never be me.
Couldn't be you.
Let's see. Play random file. Play random file from all categories.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks, don't mind me. I'ma just grab my stuff and leave. Excuse me, please. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Alright
I can hear
then.
you just fine.
I don't know what the fuck just happened, but I don't really care. I'ma get the fuck up out of here. This shit, I'm out.
Wow, it's Holy Week, Dan.
What is it? What was it?
I said it's Holy Week.
No, but what was it that played through the... I don't know if you heard, but I can't hear, actually. I'm having some audio issues.
You're the worst.
What was it?
Stop trying to implicate me.
Dude, I can't hear anything. What's going on?
I'm a Christian woman.
I'm being for realsies. I want to know what I missed! I really didn't hear it, but I also can't hear you for a second because I'm trying to switch to the Bluetooth thing to make my life a little bit easier. Because the wire's really tying me down. Did you ever watch The Wire? I did not. Emily started to and then stopped. Tell me about your thoughts on The Wire, Payton. No. Oh. Hold on. We're having some issues. Hold on, they can't hear you. I fucked up. Oh, can you talk again?
Yeah, I can talk again.
Okay, there it is. No, we're good. We just didn't hear what the setup was. You just started to munch on that thing. Actually. They can't. Don't worry about what they're talking about, Peyton. Nothing's wrong. Everything's fine.
Okay. I don't believe you, but okay.
Okay. Well. So now, just water. I just threw some water on this. And now, I'm gonna let it all run off a little bit. off and together. Do a little bit of light shedding of some layers. Cool boy. Yeah. Yeah, that's...
Struggling?
No, I love it. No, I love it. I want all this excess off. I want it off. I want it to look... It is April Fool's Day. Dude, they got us at work so bad in a way that really was sad.
Did they fire you?
No, not yet. I think that's tomorrow. No. So at my job right now, some controversy.
Oh, Dan, the Discord menu's still up.
Oh no, y'all. Thank you. Just in the middle there. I don't know. No. Okay, hold on. Hold on, I guess. Started touching with my other hand once I thought I was good, and
This is why I don't like April Fool's Day.
Anyway, they got us real good in a way that was very hurtful, and shouldn't have pranked us, and yet did, and that hurt in its own way.
Did you what? Did they like make you pivot to video or something?
No. They
Nothing so evil.
No, they just asked me to like confirm some basic American values, you know, and then I was like, oh, you got me. I didn't actually need to do that, but that's not true. Let's see. Yeah, it is. I was pranking myself. Luckily, Peyton's a nice person who said something.
Luckily, Payton doesn't put up with April Fool's Day.
Thank God. Okay, wow. I'm actually deeply into this, like, chromium, like, rust we got going on here.
Don't you mean plasticine?
Shut the fuck up.
Isn't that a Star Wars thing?
No, it is. It's plasticine, and that's why I'm mad. But in reality, it's so like it's. I think it's. Is it Durasteel or is it?
That's one of them. There's a few.
There's Plasteel, Durasteel.
Transparent steel. I'm not kidding. I started the Heir to the Empire audiobook.
No.
Yeah, I was like, why not?
Oh, not that part. The that's a real substance.
Oh, material? Yeah.
Yeah. Another reason I'm excited about how this is gonna look at the end versus the other bit to see is that I feel like I'm getting a lot of build up in some of the smaller pieces that I'm not getting in the other one because obviously I'm painting it before I put it together.
Gotcha.
So we'll see. I'm gonna do this. Yeah. All right. Let's see. So this is gonna be my little drying rack for now. Just gonna toss them in there. First, need to get this excess off. Don't think I have. Hold on one second.
We don't like excess. We live within our means.
Speak for yourself, loser. I'm in all sorts of debt.
Hell yeah.
Okay, let's see.
Oh, speaking of which, I started Disco Elysium tonight.
Oh yeah?
Which I'm very excited for. I hear very good things.
I have heard almost nothing. What is that?
It's an RPG that came out in 2019.
Okay.
I'm not sure of the like setting quite yet because I'm very early on.
For sure.
But it's very anti-capitalist.
Bro, love it.
Yeah, and it's very cleverly written. Oh no, I just
politics in my video games could never.
Love to see it. I goofed.
Oh no.
But yeah, it just came. They just released the. They call it the final cut, and they released it on PlayStation. So I got it on PS4. It's like $9 off right now because it just came out Tuesday.
Oh, nice.
And they've expanded it with like a full voice acting cast. Because there's like apparently the original had a little bit of voice acting, but now everything's voice acted.
Sure. They really touched it up. Okay.
We got legs.
Dude, I'm getting a haircut tomorrow for the first time in quite literally over a year.
Proud of you.
I mean, I've cut my own hair, but like this is the first time I'm gonna get my hair cut. That someone who knows what the hell they're doing is gonna walk in and go, no, Dan, not like that.
Yeah, it's probably for the best.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I was supposed to do a video shoot tomorrow, but my videographer got the stomach flu, so we had to postpone. Just doing some work content. We love content.
Oh, we're all about content here. Oh yeah. Oh shoot, I forgot.
What?
They discovered something that I did not broadcast. I set up a thing so that people, if they so choose, could send food, because that has been something people have asked for in the past, specifically Jacob, to be able to send food. There's an app Kiki showed me, and now, yeah, order food.
I saw Jacob just asked if I had seen the Snyder Cut, and I have.
You have?
Yeah.
Okay, as a casual DC fan, should I see the Snyder Cut?
So, no.
No.
It's 4 hours long. No.
Okay.
No one in their right mind would watch a 4 hour long movie.
Oh, okay. So you're saying that just all around no.
So yeah, I would say so. You know, about halfway through any 4 hour long movie, you'll start asking yourself, you know, who is it for? And who it's for is the people who thought that like Snyder's vision for a DC cinematic universe was like groundbreaking and incredible, which
scientifically no, right?
I mean, like if you
like, because someone else has already done it, right? Like it's not in a vacuum.
If you believe that, then like, I mean, I've got some sand to sell you in the desert, like.
Yeah.
I as like a long time DC Comics fan, I cannot stand Snyder's interpretation of those characters.
Ooh.
Because he comes off to me as somebody who doesn't like them very much. Kind of in the same way that like the early X-Men movies were, you know, in 2000 or 2001, whenever it was, like they were kind of the first of the new big wave of superhero movies, so they were very apologetic about being comic movies.
Right, they're like, sorry, we're comic book movies, but we got to do this.
But he seems more apologetic about like what those characters stand for. Like, oh, Superman just likes to do good. What a loser! Like, who would want to? And it's like, well, no, that's the whole point. Like,
the whole point is that he's Superman.
We love him because he's a Boy Scout, because he, like, you know, he does good because it's the right thing to do and because he likes it, and like he reminds us that we can be good too. And then you have Man of Steel, which is a whole movie about a Superman who doesn't want to be Superman and is told by his moral compass, Pa Kent, not to be Superman. And
to stop the super.
It's just kind of grating. And especially because those movies are directed in a way in which they think they're really smart. And then, you know, it concludes with like Superman blowing up an IHOP. Like,
specifically, gotta let you know, they really hard.
Oh, the product placement's there.
Are we talking about Man of Steel? Because that one was rough.
Yeah, I'm talking about Man of Steel. Man of Steel
sorry, I
has
had to reposition the headphones. I wasn't sure if we had moved on to another.
Actually, correction. Man of Steel has 2 scenes involving an IHOP.
Yep. Dude, I remember sitting in Man of Steel, and for the first time going, I'm seeing product placement. In a long time, I'm seeing product placement. So,
I really don't like Man of Steel. I hated BVS because I even more than Superman, I love Batman.
Agreed.
And like that to me, like, I don't know. There's a time and place, just like Professor Oak says. Like, there's a time and place for everything. And if
this ain't that.
Well, if you like want to do an interpretation of Batman where he's like, you know, kind of over it and is kind of infringing on his own personal boundaries that he's set and is kind of losing it, like, that's fine. But the Snyder movies were pitched as like, these are the new, you know, cinematic universe versions of these characters.
Sure.
And so I think that made it harder to swallow for me because it's like, oh, this is the Batman that we're getting.
Right. Hey, buckle up for this forever.
Yeah.
Because this is the vision now.
You know, Batman, who has 2 rules, don't use guns and don't kill. He's using lots of guns to kill lots of people.
Well, to be fair, those people were assholes. We don't like those people in particular.
Yeah, I'm sure they deserved it. But, no, like, it's just, I don't know. Yeah, that version of the character did nothing for me. I hated the sort of dour look to everything. But for the people, I've gotten way off track. For the people who dug that, Snyder Cut is for them. For the people who feel like they have in some way been slighted, and that like Snyder was robbed of seeing his vision to fruition. Which, you know, you could make the argument now, having seen both cuts, that like to a degree that's true.
Like it's not the same film. They're very different.
No, it's very different. I just don't think his vision is very good.
Okay.
This is without a doubt his vision. Like, clearly, no studio notes were given
because you don't like it, or not that because you don't like it, but because you can see the poor production in it. Right? Like there was no check. There was no. It's just Snyder. Is that what you're trying to say?
It's pure unfiltered Snyder in a way I really don't like, because it's like all of his worst tendencies. Like, he likes to put a lot of slow motion effects in. Like 20% of this movie's in slow motion.
Oh no! Does this movie have that?
To the degree where, like, if you sped some of it up, you could easily cut down half an hour.
Is it like a storytelling mechanic? I'm guessing.
No, it's just egregious.
Oh, okay, terrible. I hate it.
Yeah, and then like he loves ultraviolence, so, but he also tries to have his cake and eat it too. Where like the scene with Wonder Woman at the beginning, you remember in the Joss Whedon version at the museum where she
How Wonder Woman did really well, so they went back and reshot some Wonder Woman to make sure they got more Wonder Woman in.
Well, so in the Snyder Cut, she like bursts in and just murks these dudes.
Yeah, just murder.
She like throws them up against the wall, and you see like blood spatter as their bodies slide down the wall. And then there's another dude like at the end of that scene. Instead of just like punching him or throwing him out of a window, she like does the thing where she slams her bracelets together, which somewhere we decided that's what Wonder Woman does. Which,
Yeah, trust me. My wife asked me when we were watching it. She was like, "Has that been a thing?" And I was like, "I don't think so."
Well, when they were doing marketing for 1984, her and Patty Jenkins kept doing this, and I'm like, that's the Wakanda salute. Like, why are they doing the? And
because of the very cool thing that Wonder Woman does all the time in all the comic books. Very classically.
So shut up, it's hers now. But she does that and just freaking vaporizes a dude, and then not 20 seconds later, she turns around to like the group of little girls on a field trip, and she's like, "Can I be like you someday, Wonder Woman?" And she's like, "You can be anything you want to be, girl." And like, it's like, there's a corpse over here.
Hi everyone, this is Dan to say we're done with the stream. Go watch the Snyder Cut. Apparently it's good. Apparently it's wonderful. Based on that one scene description. Stop watching this. Go watch the Snyder Cut right now. Jesus Christ, are you kidding me, dude? That's a scene in that movie?
It's very funny. It's very like girl boss Yas Queen. There's a dead man up here.
I gotta say, I cannot wait to watch this fucking movie now. I'm so excited.
I would say if you are curious,
done.
No, if you are curious, watch it in chunks. There is no need or reason or like there's nothing you get out of watching all 4 hours at once. I don't know why I did that. I regret it.
I wouldn't mind doing that if we were like in a group and like hanging out, but like yeah, there's no need. I wouldn't do that by myself. I'm not a monster.
Yeah.
Ooh, maybe this one has to be done once it's off too, because it's kind of deep in there. This is the nose of the X-wing, in case that's not coming across, but it's so deep in there that it's hard to. Yeah. Hands are getting sticky, and I got this clear piece over here. I should really cut that out.
Wait, Dan, I will be right back. I'm going to go get some Q-tips.
Okay. Steg, I gotta say, thank you so much for teaching me about paint last time and how to mix it, because look at that great grayish metallic I got out of it. Thank you. Pausing at part 4, if I split it up. What are... Oh, scenes with the flash are worth it for the slow-mo, but that's kind of it, said Steg. Steg said her problem with Snyder's interpretation of these characters is that they're gods, and then there's just regular guy Batman, ultimately becomes useless in the long run.
I get that criticism.
Does he really like lay into these characters in a like kind of like show don't tell kind of way?
I mean, it's never anything that well thought out.
Okay, great.
No, I will say as an obvious Batman apologist, I think that is something that makes Batman compelling, because yes, every other member of the Justice League is essentially a modern day god. And Batman, what I like about Batman is that he represents, so him and Superman are interesting sides of the coin, because Superman is like the unattainable goal. Superman is like, physically he's unattainable, but also like he's written to be kind of, he has his slip ups, but he's written to be more or less perfect. Big Blue Boy Scout. Like right. he's meant to be the sort of like, if everything went right, here's like what we could strive to be like. Batman is, in spite of knowing that he can never do that, is still trying, and I find that really interesting.
Oh, interesting. That's an interesting take on Batman that I've not heard
I mean,
vocalized.
It's not a new idea. I'm not that smart.
No. I'm just saying I've not heard that take before, and I think that's really interesting.
Yeah,
at least I don't remember that take.
I like that aspect of Batman. He is like, what we could be if we tried. He is the peak physical condition. Like,
peak
yes, there's always a joke of like, oh, what's your power? I'm rich. Like that is a good line. I will give Zack Snyder, and actually I'm not going to give Chris Terrio credit. He deserves no credit. But it's a decent line. But like, I think when written well, having Batman side by side with those other characters can be really interesting. Zack Snyder doesn't really do that with Snyder Cut. In Final Battle, like, everybody is kind of given something to do except for Bruce. He again is just like given a gun and is like, have fun, kid.
Yeah.
Steg just said something.
Oh.
Don't get me wrong, if it's done right, I think the comparison is great as far as until Snyder's book. Yeah, I think Snyder thinks he's like the first guy to think, oh, being this powerful would alienate you. And it's like, well, yeah, it would, buddy.
You mean like most anime premises? Cool. Thanks for showing up and sharing.
I just get that vibe a lot from him of like, ooh, no one's, and like he said his next idea for a Justice League sequel would be an evil Superman, and you're like, buddy,
No.
where have you been? And two, if you want an evil Superman, read Injustice by Tom Taylor. Like, it's great. He does evil Superman fantastic, and Tom Taylor. What I love about him as a writer is like he is great at balancing the really heavy, really shocking moments that you'd find in like an early 2000s Walking Dead comic.
I'll be right back. Keep going, please.
But still has the heart to it and still is able to do really solid character work that I just really love. Tom Taylor is easily one of my like favorite comic writers working today. If you're interested in anything from him, let me know and I will give you some recommendations. Because I also think for somebody who gets a lot of work, I don't think he gets talked about enough in the same breath as a lot of people. So that makes sense. What am I supposed to do? I am just struggling to figure out that. Nope, that is not Tarnation. I guess. But yeah, Tom Taylor is great. Some standouts of his: Wolverine, all new Wolverine is great. His X-Men Red, also great. He just started Nightwing, a new run on that. So if you want something that doesn't require you getting caught up, that's a good option for you. Obviously, Injustice, his Spider-Man run is also any Tom Taylor is good. Seg says, "Wish I had time for comics." Yeah, I get that. I read comics a lot because I am bad with like big kid books. I lose focus very easily. So comics, I can get through them quicker and retain more of it, and also you get the art aspect of it. So, which is to say, like, I've been talking a lot about Tom Taylor. He picks really good collaborators. Bruno Redondo is who's been penciling Nightwing and also did a lot of Injustice, and they just wrapped up a Suicide Squad run together. So they've been a fun team to watch. And then for X-Men Red, Mahmoud Asrar, I think I'm probably butchering that, but him and Carmen Carnero both do really good on art duties as well. And let's see, we are just finishing this up. Piece. Put that out. Steg, because you're in the comments, what like kinds of comics interest you? Because I know people, there are plenty of people who like don't dig superhero comics, which is fine. Because there's enough. What's cool about the comic sphere now is that there's enough stuff where like if you don't like Batman, there's plenty of other stuff that's not Batman. It's not like it used to be where it was only Cape Comics. Some others I've been enjoying. I just got the second volume just came out this week of Cy Spurrier's Hellblazer, his John Constantine run, or Constantine if you want to be pedantic. And I have been loving that. I think it's really great. Gosh, let me put this. Oh no. Okay. Oh, let's turn it around. There we go. Done. Boom. Thick calves. Ooh. I've been interested in more horror ones. Okay, I get that. Yeah, the Constantine one that I just mentioned is really great. Cy Spurrier and Matthias Bergara. Matthias? I misspelled that too. Dan has food. Marcio Takara, I think, also did some art on that. I'm probably leaving people out because there's a lot of artists that come in and out of that book. Very spooky. Okay. I know. I'm trying to think of what else. I know I've just been singing the praises of Tom Taylor. If you are kind of familiar with the whole DC canon and are interested in that, he has a series called Deceased, spelled DCEASED. And it's exactly as goofy as it sounds, but also like really tense and really shocking in places, but just a lot of fun too. So can't go wrong with that. Start with just the regular Deceased, and then there's a spin-off called Deceased Unkillables, which is about like what the villains are doing at that time. And then there's a Deceased Hope at World's End, which was a digital first thing that's actually really good. And then they just did Deceased Dead Planet, which was like the sequel to wrap everything up. So it's a whole franchise, but it's really good. I promise. A lot of fun.
I need to go to my library and sign up for Hoopla now that I've
You do, yeah.
Yeah.
This is my regular PSA to tell people if you have a library card, and if you don't have a library card, get one. They're great. But if you have a library card, sign up for Hoopla, because you probably have access to it, and it's a bunch of digital stuff, a lot of comics, a lot of movies and stuff that you can just get for free. Well, not free, it's your taxes, but...
It's through things you pay for buying this
you're already
thing, so
paying
you
for
should
it.
use them. I mean, I explained that correctly, right? In a coherent way?
Yeah, no, you just need a library card. And if you don't pay taxes, thanks so much for joining the stream, Jeff.
Daddy Bezos, what up?
Yeah, drop whatever those bits are.
Yeah, bits. Payton and I will split them, I promise.
That's fine. Actually, yeah, we will split them. I have to pay for a wedding.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's my wedding gift to you. Daddy Bezos hits me up, I hit you up. Same thing with Isaac. Y'all both get married this year. Wild.
When is he doing the thing?
I think he's doing his thing in the spring. Oh.
This spring?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
Unless they push it back because of COVID, but I don't know. My friend Sam in the chat, really good webcomic, volumes 1 and 2 in print, I believe, is Kill 6 Billion Demons. I don't know if it's horror exactly, but really cool art style, world building, page layout, color.
I've never heard of that, but I'll check it out. That's what I love about comics, is that you can go to the store every week and spend entirely too much, like I do, and there's still a bunch of stuff I haven't read or heard of. And it's probably great.
Yeah. Sam's doing a webcomic right now, too.
Nice.
I don't know if she can talk about it, but I know she's working on one. I don't know the full details. I think it's part of an NDA. But I know she's doing it, and that's real cool. I can't wait to hear when it's done, so I can read it. Okay. Yeah, this is going to be extra goopy. I'm kind of okay with that.
I will say, if there's anyone in the chat who reads X-Men, like current X-Men, you're legally obligated to talk to me about it.
Oh, I wish. Oh, has the fashion show started yet? In the...
It is not. I believe that's in June.
So what are they doing leading up to the fashion show? Why is this fashion show happening? What's going on? Explain.
It is... So...
Give me the answers!
So you read House and Powers, so you know that like Krakoa is the mutant nation. It is Krakoa as its own like sovereign political state,
and also a living island, if I remember correctly.
That's not as important.
Okay.
The Hellfire Gala, as I understand it, is essentially Krakoa's big, like, you know, hey, leaders of the world, you're invited. Come to our shores, and like we'll show you, you know, what we do, and like make yourself at home.
Sure.
Not make yourself at home because you have to be a mutant, but I'm sure it's going to go wonderfully awry.
Oh yeah. Come get a
There's gonna be
peek.
a bunch of world leaders there.
Come get a peek is more what it. Get a little. Oh, she's tearing apart my Panera tin. Hold on. Come here, dog.
Well, at least your dog is eating healthy.
Trust me, it was a macaroni and cheese tin. It was not healthy.
Oh, so,
Yeah. It was pretty bad. We're both not doing well over here today. I gotta be honest. It was just a joke.
That's fine. I had wings and tater tots for lunch.
Yes.
It was so good.
No, I thought it was your other previous project that was under NDA, but I wasn't sure, which is why I was like, I don't know which one is that and which one's just not talking about it yet. Unless they're all NDA. Do you have to? Is it a lot of NDAs in art stuff? I'm assuming if you like freelance yourself. It's a genuine question. I have no idea.
And I'm not going to answer because I also have no idea.
There we go.
I work in public media where we're like NDAs. You have to pay lawyers for those.
Yeah, same. Not the exact same, but you know, general sentiment's the same. I really like how the fuselage turned out on the painting part of this. That looks really exactly how I pictured it. The wings did not. We will see how to fix that. But this is, ooh.
And I don't understand what a fuselage is, so there.
Ooh, yikes. Oh, but I was going to say earlier before we got distracted with something else, my next project I think is going to be a Zoids. A custom paint.
Cool.
Yeah. I'll still, you know, it'll be probably pretty easy to build, but I think I might do a custom paint or something since I have all this stuff now.
I would say try to just build one because I'm impressed that like you just dove right into the painting of it, but you know, building part's fun too.
Oh yeah. Well, for me, I think it's partially that I did used to build Zoids a lot as a kid, and I used to love them. But you know, it was always like, well, I gotta find the coolest looking one, yada yada yada. Well, nowadays, since at least from what I can find, they're not making it anymore, and they're not making the toys really anymore. The toys are expensive, so the ones that they mass created at this point are all the affordable ones, and they're still the same price they used to be, you know, $15-$20. But they're just bog standard dumb Zoids. You know what I mean? Like they're nothing of the special ones. So I think I'll just get them and then do custom paint jobs to make them unique and fun and whatever. So that's why I was like, you know what? I'll start with a basic starship, the X-wing. Just make whatever I want, fuck around, learn some painting techniques, some do's, some don'ts, some things I like, and then from there keep going. You know. I
remember Zoids, but I don't remember enough to tell you like what the characters were.
Imagine. Okay, you know Gundam.
I know they're big tigers, right?
Yeah. So there's a couple. So here's the thing. There was much like Gundam. There was a couple different series. There was some where it was the White Liger was the main dude's Liger. There was one where it was the Blue Shield Liger. In the White Liger one, he can, like, get modifications because it's an arena thing, but in the Blue Liger one, it's a wartime thing, and it's, like, before the White Liger. It's a whole thing. It's a whole bunch of stuff.
Whatever sells the most toys, I take it?
No, essentially, huh? Kind of that's what it boils down to when it all said and done. Hi, Travis.
Hey. What are you looking at?
I just finished reading those assignments.
Nice.
And
Travis, is it okay if I also participate in Comfy TM?
Yes, please.
And I guess to enlighten my folks real fast, would you mind describing what Comfy TM is for anyone who doesn't follow you on Twitter?
So everybody needs to buy a comfy hoodie. I should be paid by them to endorse their product.
GM them on Insta. See if they'll ambassador you.
Oh my god, maybe they will. Comfy makes the best hoodie.
Okay, now that's a real brand. You're not just saying the word comfy.
Oh, it's capital C Comfy.
Yeah. It's an actual trademarked brand. And since IU took away our spring break this year in my classes, in what would have been our spring break, we had pajama week, and so I wore my Comfy to teach every day that week. And it was wonderful, and I have done it since that week. I think it's here to stay from since I'm teaching at home anyways. So
might as well. Yeah. Thank you.
It's huge.
I know. That was my fiance. Everybody, it's Travis.
Dude, I'm so excited for y'all's wedding.
Me too. I wonder if my mother's excited.
Oh, okay, wow. So we're just gonna jump right. We're just jumping right in, are we?
We're not gonna talk about that on stream, but this is just a test to see if she's watching. I don't think she is. I guarantee she's not.
No. I don't.
As much as she loves Gunpla,
and as much as we're good friends on Facebook. Just because I know your mom IRL doesn't mean I am friends with her.
These legs all rounding out nicely.
Ooh, you got some legs.
Yeah. Damn girl, you got legs and feet.
Damn girl, legs and feet. It's more than I could ever ask for.
Oh shoot, I forgot a piece again.
Where the fuck? I'm losing wires all over the place. I'm a big hot mess today, dude. It's been rough.
Dan, have you been watching Falcon Winter Soldier?
No, I need to. I just have not made it a priority yet. But that being said,
it's fun.
I was gonna say, so far we're what, 2 episodes in?
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, it's hard because like I really loved WandaVision up until the finale. I the more I thought about the finale, the more I soured on it.
Yep. Okay.
And Falcon Winter Soldier hasn't yet hit the highs that WandaVision has. I'm hoping it will. But also like just trying to temper my expectations. I mean, it's enjoyable enough.
I was not a big fan of the start of WandaVision.
Really?
The start of WandaVision was so... I had such an issue with it. Just took too long. I didn't care. Yeah, it just... No, it just took a while to get there. But once they started to introduce some of the questions, I think that's what it is. I'm not going to spoil anything. God forbid someone doesn't have Disney Plus or whatever the fuck. But, like... Essentially... I did not find it very clear who our big bad was going to be at all. Not even in like not even the big bad. Just the medium bad. I didn't know, like, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't know, because someone's gonna be like, the big bad is, the whole point is that you're supposed to wait till the end of the show. So you're right. I didn't mean the big bad, but like, there is no one to villainize for the first little bit, and so it was hard to understand why we were hearing this story. I understand. I'm not gonna spoil it, but I understand that like the big bad was something else. But like also, you still need something for storytelling purposes to at least have someone to fix on, and then you do a bait and switch. You know what I mean? At least in my opinion.
I would push back on that a little bit. My issue was more with the fact that once they had a big bad. And we're like, this is the villain.
This is them. What up?
We're gonna do a chart-topping number about this is the villain, which it's not a spoiler if it's on the Billboard charts.
Yeah, that was sad, but you know.
But once they revealed that like that's who the villain was, they didn't really stick with it. They're like, well, actually, what if like this other person's the villain? but then like couldn't commit to that either, and then just kind of ended up bouncing back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, and then Falcon Winter Soldier's in an interesting place where, like, again, we're only 2 episodes in, so like
hard to tell, hard to gauge.
This is not as much a spoiler as it is the premise of the show. But there's a group of people called the Flag Smashers who like don't want there to be borders, and it's like, okay, like,
yeah,
you know, their whole thing is
cool premise. Go on.
They think things were better when the universe was like snapped in half, and like there were less people, and they want to like go back to that status quo and like eliminate borders, and it's like interesting. Like that's an interesting take, and it's hard to be like, oh, those villains. It's like they got a point. Like,
right, the whole Thanos did nothing wrong take.
Yeah, which like,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, and that's where I think you're gonna get that pushback.
Well, it's just like, all right, calm down, edgelord. Like,
Payton was Kiki because I've not seen any of it yet because I've just not prioritized it yet because I've had other things going on. Because I hate Marvel, obviously. DC fanboy for just kidding. Let's see. I just want to put it out there. Brown Sienna and Lamp Black together makes a really nice like rust. Like a really nice rust.
We have ankle.
Ooh! Now, do you have to do any painting for that, or is it just the details?
It just comes. That's the color of the plastic.
I was just curious.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do painting for this one.
Yeah, because it's a perfect grade. Makes sense.
I don't want to mess that up.
Yeah, you know what the difference is? Is that this is from The Force Awakens, and you can actually very clearly see, maybe I'll show you later, this is supposed to be Poe Dameron and BB-8. But it's like a bog standard, just because they didn't want to reveal too much. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, I don't mind fucking up this one. This is fine. You know? This is Dan in that Star Wars universe.
Goodness.
That ankle, though.
This is gonna be huge.
That's a big boy.
He's a big, beefy boy.
Can you get me like something relatable, like a cucumber or a remote for scale?
I'll do you one better.
Yeah?
Hey, 2010 internet.
Dude, I don't know if you heard. That's today. We're back in time. Reddit loved it.
On the soundtrack of Men in Black 3 because we had to go back in time.
Ooh. Wow, that's a really specifically deep cut, actually. Okay. So I think... Oh.
You know it's good when a Pitbull song is a deep cut.
That's how you know that society is healing. Nature is healing.
We are the virus.
There we go. I gotta be honest. I'm very happy with how this particular color.
I'm glad.
Yeah. I wasn't sure how I was gonna like it, but I think I'm gonna add another maybe silvery coat to this one too later. But for the first round, this was perfect. It went on just right, like texture wise. This is the best. This is the best it's gone so far. Like I'm actually super happy with this right now. I know I'm like,
good.
Damn, looks good. Sorry, I've never been proud of something I've done before. This is a new feeling.
Stop.
Just, you know. Ooh. Yes. Just a little bit. Just take a little bit off with that gray that's under there. Just a little bit.
Here we go. Now, Dan, have you found any like hobby stores near you?
No.
I would imagine there's got to be some.
I just haven't looked, I'll be honest.
Okay.
Obviously, I'm not going to dox myself, but, like, where I am, I certainly have access to some. It's just a matter of what area do I have to go to get to the closest or the best or the cheapest or...
I mean, just shout out your home address, and some industrious soul will help you find one near you.
Oh, bro, thanks so much. My address is Go Fuck Yourself Lane. Okay, let's see. Yeah.
What are taxes like there?
Hi. No one wants to live here.
Is there an HOA payment?
Did you hear the name of the place I live at? No. Everything's all... it's all on you. Oh, I took off too much. I took off just a little too much, a little too soon. Damn it. Can I put it back on? Not as easily. Okay, well. Too bad. Alright, I need just a little bit more of it then. You got that raw sienna and black again. Oh, duh. There was a whole nother button that I never acknowledged. Nah, I can't do it right
What button?
The soundboard.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I just forgot to do it.
We're scraping, and we're peeling,
Scrimping, saving.
shaving our plastic, cutting off nubs. We don't want no nubs.
Can't have no nubs.
Nothing says progress like a nice hand cramp.
Like a what?
Said like a nice hand cramp.
Oh, yeah. You're doing something right. So, out of curiosity, do we have any folks in the chat doing any art-related stuff? I know Sam told me earlier when I told her we were doing this that she might be doing some of her webcomics I mentioned earlier, like wrapping up that. Steg, I don't know if you said you were working on anything tonight. So this was originally kind of like a very steel gray, like a matte plastic steel gray, and I've made it a little bit more goldish in nature. A little bit more rusty. You look rusty.
Oh, I'll repeat this since Jacob is here now.
Yeah.
But I want to practice painting model kits and stuff a little bit more, but what I want to start doing is getting the like $10 Pokemon kits.
Yeah.
And start painting them as their shiny versions.
Ooh, we should do that.
I feel like that would be really fun. I picked up a Mewtwo at Hobby Lobby, and I think the shiny one of that is green, but I don't really like it.
Are you gonna go off brand?
Well, I think I was gonna do the Shadow Mewtwo from like Pokken Tournament.
That'd be good.
Maybe not with like that added like orange goop on him.
Love it.
Because that seems hard. But you know, maybe something similar.
We don't like hard stuff, dude.
No, I want it to look good, not like I had a tough time.
Right. You want people to be impressed, not worried about your mental health.
Exactly.
No, trust me, I get that. That's how I feel about this. So, actually, this came out really great. I'm super excited about this. And because I'm going with kind of I think most of my builds are going to be very, like, in my own head canon, are very, like, DIY in nature.
Okay.
So, I am, actually, I'll throw this in here. Take 2 seconds. So I'm good with a little bit of unevenness and whatnot. I'm actually very
Yeah.
happy with how the details are now popping out of these a lot better. They don't look so chunky now that I've added some acrylic and taken some off. It
Okay.
actually kind of helped even it out. So I'm very excited. It's gonna be good. I gotta get my tiny paintbrushes out.
Go get those tiny brushes.
Well, let's see if they're in here or. Oh, my battery's low, guys. Oh no.
On what?
My headphones.
Oh.
Yeah. It's no good. No bueno. Hold on.
That's why I don't use headphones or a webcam or anything that would be remotely useful for production.
I gotta be honest. It's not worth it. Never is. Never works. No one appreciates it. No one ever walks into a stream and is like, "Hey, thank you so much for going through 20,000 streams of technical difficulties to get to this. This looks great. Thank you." No one ever says that to you. No one ever bothers to think about how long it took you to actually figure out everything. They just assume it magically happens overnight. And it doesn't! I'm sorry, guys. That's too much. The joke was too much.
I'm not going to say that wasn't uncomfortable.
No, yeah, no. It was fine. Cannot find the headphone wire. No. Hold on. No, it's not there. No.
Wonder.
Too bad.
I'm going to try something.
Ooh!
I'm going to get the probe out.
I'm sorry, you were in the what?
The isoprobe.
Oh, okay. Woo! I thought you said something else. Hold on. Okay. Payton's gonna go away for just a second audio-wise. You'll still see him. Look, see? Nothing went away. I just gotta close this. There we go. Properties. No. See, Payton never went anywhere. And now, Payton, can you talk? Just prove to them you're alive.
I sure can. I'm spilling stuff. Oh, God.
Payton?
Ah!
Oh, it was a me thing. No, they can hear you. It's me who can't hear you right now. It's fine. Okay, I am back. Let's see.
Woo!
Woo! Alright, let's
I just spilled isopropyl alcohol on lots of stuff.
Nice! Oh, yes. I'm so deeply in love with how the silver gave this just a little bit of color. A little bit metallic. It's like almost not coming across because of how fucking bright this light is. Hold on. You can kind of... No, that's no good. That's no good either.
Oh, that does look a lot better. Okay, cool.
What are you
I
doing?
should close this. I should close this.
What was your experiment that looks a lot better?
Oh, no! Okay, I'm done with that part of the instructions. Anyway, so I heard with the the real liquid thinner, do big strokes, and then you take a Q-tip, dip it in a little isopropyl alcohol, and then wipe it over the parts you want, or wipe it over the part where you just inked, and it's going to leave everything except the panel line.
Ooh.
And that works for these really tiny...
I will have to remember that for the future because I really caked it on the wing, like where it connects. Hold on.
Yeah, except I was doing a bad job of pouring it out the bottle and spilled it all over the instructions.
Oh no!
But it's fine. It just smells really bad now. Oh, it's drying quickly.
Speaking of the instructions, I should look for mine. Hold on. There they are. I knew where they were.
Oh. So I'm going to do all this again.
Oh, Payton, I have a question for you.
Me?
Yeah.
What's up? Okay.
Tell me how to ruin my body. Number 1 or number 2?
Wait. Oh.
Tell me how to ruin my
number
body.
1.
Number 1. Joke's on you. I'm gonna do both, but I'm gonna do that one first, then.
You're a bad influence for the kids.
Yeah, that's why I muted myself. They don't know what I'm talking about. And they can't see my They can't see my face. They don't know what I'm doing. Ooh, Dan's opening a container. Ooh.
It smells so bad, y'all. Oh my gosh.
Good RP. I love it. Thank you. Trying to figure out this. Hold on. I owe... How many button pushes do I owe? I did the first one. Did Kiki's. So we're not counting that one. I got... Ooh, that one tasted especially. Oh, Jacob redeemed a hydrate. Oh boy, if I had anything to hydrate with, Jacob, let me tell you.
We got ankles.
Damn them ankles.
Damn, girl, you got ankles.
Damn, girl, them ankles though. Yeah, we had one button push earlier, and the button's not working right now, so no bueno.
Okay, this is working really well for like the super tiny nubs. Oh my gosh. If I had like a good camera to show you, this would be so impressive.
Now, I have a question. Are these dried pieces already?
Yeah, I have not painted these.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
The alcohol is not going to do anything to the paint.
Oh, interesting. I see what you're talking about.
Yeah, because these are just the base set pieces. These are not like ones that I've painted. So the alcohol like doesn't really do anything to them.
And so what's the purpose of doing it again? Just so that I understand, is it for the primer?
No, so I'm not painting these at all. I'm only using
that's right.
alcohol, aka paint thinner, because on you can't even see it because my webcam's so bad. Inside these little red things are like microscopic little dots that are meant for you to put panel liner in. So I was putting the marker in, and it got in the dots, but then smudged around it. So what I'm doing is dabbing the Q-tip in alcohol and then wiping it down. And because the Q-tip is bigger than the little hole, it's wiping away all that excess, but then the stuff in the little divot is staying in there.
Oh.
So it looks really nice.
That sounds really nice. Do I need... Sorry, like I said, I'm trying to work on this button. I'm trying to make it so that if someone does push the button, we're good.
I just need to do that all again with the other ankle.
Yep. I'm letting my last few pieces dry, and then I think I'm just gonna have to do some maybe spot painting. But otherwise, we're good. We're good to go. I think. Yeah, they're dry. They look nice and shiny. I'm very excited.
Proud of you.
Thank you for a first time. I'll take this. And honestly, I'm gonna keep the wings closed most of the time, probably depending on how this turns out. So I'm not too worried about some of these like inner details necessarily. I'll still do them, obviously, but.
Dan, what games are you playing these days?
Not Hades still. Let's see.
Still not?
Yeah, I just haven't gone back to it. Honestly.
Oh my god.
It's to me, it's like a fun party game. I have a hard time. Yeah, I have a hard time getting into it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I know. Trust me, I know. I want to like it. I want to.
Oh, did you ever make it past Tartarus?
No, I want to. I just haven't gone back and played it.
Don't believe this dude. Like, play it on stream if that's gonna help you.
Oh yeah, I've considered that actually, because I might. Because I do want to play it. I want to see what happens. I want to know. It's such a cool game. I'm thoroughly impressed by it.
I think I would probably put that in my like new top 5 of all time.
Really?
Yes, I adore that game. I love the story. I love the gameplay. I went back and played it some more the other night because I finished the book Song of Achilles. and I needed to see my gay warrior dads again and make sure they were happy.
Of course.
No, I really, that game's really special.
It's very cool. I'm impressed by it. I'll be honest, I sometimes have a hard time sitting down and just playing a game.
You're a streamer.
Yeah, no, I know. It's really, like, I know there's a thing about, like, don't do your hobbies for a job, but, like, there is some level of that, of, like, if you really want to do that, which I do, or to some degree, not full-time, obviously, but, like, it'd be nice to be able to use this time productively, quote-unquote. I think it's productive. But, like, I don't know how to explain this, but basically, like, it's just part of the territory, and so now I just play games as I want to, you know? Yeah, I am a streamer that rarely finishes a game. But that's the thing, right? Is that, like, I play a game and then I go, okay, well, maybe I'll come back to this someday, and I just don't. Let's see. Do I have to physically... No, okay, so I can build the fuselage first a little bit, and then I can... Okay, so I can do these in parts. Okay, alright. Yes. Time to build the fuselage. I'm very excited. Man, touch portal, just do not want to do it right now, huh?
Actually, let's be bad and use the actual panel liner.
Let's be bad.
Let's be bad. It smells so bad.
Okay, well, I'm sorry. It wasn't my... It's not like I wanted to. You know.
I mean, I could, but why would I want to?
Allow, please. Thank you. Refresh. Do I have a button now? The button's just not working for me tonight. Huh? Okay.
Wow.
Maybe I'll have to fix it tomorrow or something. Let's see. Oh, it's time to get back to cutting and clicking, and oh, I'm so excited. Let's see. So, we want
Oh my gosh.
assemble in numerical order. Oh, yikes. What'd you do over there?
This looks like sugar.
No, thank you. I'm trying.
Oh, that did not at all do what I wanted to do.
What the fuck, indeed? What? Start applying stickers first. Lol. What's a sticker? What is this mythical sticker you speak of? I'm a real model constructor. What do you call this hobby, by the way? Modeling?
I call mine Gunpla.
What am I gonna call mine?
I think it's just... I have seen the words Plamo, which it stands for plastic model, which I think is stupid.
Oh, I didn't realize that you were saying a real thing. I thought you were actually just kind of like making fun of me, I'll be honest. I thought you were just like throwing something at me.
No, Gunpla is a real thing.
Oh, very cool. Was it?
Yeah.
So what does it stand for again? Just so that I can know.
Gundam Plastic Models.
Plastic models. Okay.
Oh my gosh, this looks terrible.
Okay.
Yeah, I do not want to experiment on the $200 one with this.
So, what?
This is
What?
that.
You're not working on the $200 one then, is what
No, I
you're
am.
saying. You are?
No, I was curious about, instead of using the Gundam marker, of using the legit panel liner.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I am not experienced enough to do it well, so I am just gonna thin all this garbage off.
Yeah. My bad. I misunderstood. So
Ooh, that does not look good.
A26. No, I didn't paint his seat, apparently. Oops. Oh, I'm actually gonna... Ooh, no.
Uno.
Ooh, no, indeed. You know what? Actually, I think I can get him out again. Yeah. So, again, you can see here very clearly BB-8, Part 1, Part 2, and Poe Dameron right there. So I'm gonna special paint all that. But I think I'm going to do that after the fact because I need the tiny paintbrushes, and I'm not doing that right now.
Stop it!
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Poor part. He's gone through so much. Looks like crap. It's fine. We're just going to leave that be. We're not going to talk about it anymore.
Where is A11?
Oh, I'm just now looking at the chat. Jacob said, if you want good shiny ideas, you can go to the internet to look up alternative shinies.
Ooh.
I am both surprised and not at all surprised that
you should not be surprised at all that alternate shiny... Please, Nintendo fans being like, I can do it better than Nintendo. Watch this. I love it. I love how they do that.
Don't make Nintendo angry. They'll kill Mario again.
Again. Oh, I see it now. I'm dumb. I totally misunderstood what this piece was. Glad I colored it this way though.
I will say, I'm trying to think of what other model kits Bandai makes for Pokemon. I know there's a Dragonite Charizard combo. That could be fun to paint.
Let's see. I want to do. I hope there's a Dratini. I hope you say there's a Dratini.
There's not. Not right now, I don't think.
Damn it.
I could be wrong. If I am, correct me. But I don't think there is. They've only done a handful. I know there's a Rayquaza. I really like that shiny, the black and gold. So I'd probably do that one.
Yeah, do
and
that
then
one.
I did already do a Lugia, but I would love to go back and do another Lugia and paint it. Because I really like the like Shadow Lugia from XD.
Of course you do.
I think it's cool. It's like black.
I agree. That's what I'm saying. Of course you do. No, well, I'm gonna have to go back and repaint some of these. It turns out.
Being all judgy.
No, I love it. Maybe not. Maybe this is gonna be hidden enough. Because we'll see. No, I think I just need to get that, and I didn't.
Oh no, my alcohol's drying up.
Same.
Oh, okay, that's enough. That looks good. Yeah, that looks real nice.
Oh, wow.
You actually don't need that much. Go. Okay. Get those strapped on.
So it turns out the battery 150 shinies are fixed. Yeah, I bet. This is all detail work. This little bit I'm working on next. So maybe I need to go find those tiny paintbrushes and stop clipping. Start looking ahead and figuring out what looks like what and how and where. So I guess one second as I go and start panicking.
The number of times Dan has naively left his stream up to me
Look, you're really carrying us, Peyton. I'll be honest. I get it.
I mean, I knew that. You didn't need to tell me that.
You're doing the heavy lifting. Are you gonna be small enough, though? Is the question. Oh yeah, look at these tiny babies. Oh yeah, that'll do, huh? Oh yeah, okay. I'm good. Oh.
You got it?
Oh yeah, honey doll, I'm good. Let's do it.
All right, we got ankles.
So,
What are we doing now? Oh my gosh, there's so much.
So I'm gonna do maybe.
Somebody go on this.
I'm gonna do this.
So,
It's again. I'm gonna treat this as though it is my like avatar in the Star Wars universe. Each time I make a ship, like what if I owned this ship, how would I paint it, kind of a thing, or what kind of details would I have? So I'm very excited for this. The details.
Star Wars OC do not steal.
Basically, that's not true. I love the idea of like collaborative storytelling. So if there was someone who was like, I love that ship, could I use it in a book? Be like, yeah, just name it after me. I don't care.
Yeah, just pay me royalties.
No, not even that. That's too much. Enjoy
Talk to
your
my
content.
people.
Enjoy your content. Make your content, but also, just give me a shout out. Daniel, the Jedi, and then dies instantly. But you find a ship, and this is how it looks. That's fine. Just give me a little shout out. Put me in the fiction that I asked to be in, basically. I'm trying to make like a red leather. I think that for his like seat and his joystick. Oh, no. I'm good. That was something else. Sorry. I should mix with my bigger one. Go a little faster. Yeah.
Alright. I think I want to panel line these. I don't know what that would accomplish.
Yeah, something a little bit like that.
What does our box boys do? They didn't panel line any of this. What the heck? It's weird. Usually the box is like the ideal. This is the ideal male body. You may not like it.
Look, I'm just glad that you recognize. You know what I mean? That is the that is the peak male physique.
But yeah, they like didn't do anything to it on the box.
Really? They just kind of let it be?
Yeah, just like as is plastic.
Huh. I bet for that one then the idea is that you're getting such detail that.
I mean, you still need to panel line it, because then you get like the details on the side, with the black stripes and stuff.
Oh, so that's like a specific thing you're doing?
Yeah.
Oh, so I guess I'm doing a different process. Explain to me what you're doing. What? So
What
like,
panel lining is?
yeah, explain to my face.
So this is very basic. I'm not good at this.
Sorry.
But so I'm not going to do it on these because these parts don't see the light of day. But on parts like this, again, lighting is really bad.
Yeah.
There are little grooves. You kind of see them.
Yeah.
Little grooves. And so there's a couple of different ways to do it. I have a Gundam marker, which is specifically made for like model kits, which is probably the easiest one. And that I draw in the little line, or you can attempt to use the liquid stuff that I'm very bad with, apparently. And then once it's in there, you wipe out the excess, and then what is left is the stuff in those really fine grooves, and it really makes the whole kit pop. It just looks really nice.
Oh, very nice. Oh, I gotta tell you, this little leather color, I'm really digging.
Jacob asked about Invincible. Yes, I am watching the show. I like it a lot. I think it's good. I think it's honestly better written than the book. I think the dialogue is better and like the characterization is improved. For instance, Amber Bennett isn't like the absolute worst like she is in the comics.
Whoa, really? They fixed her?
Yeah. Do you remember her in the books?
I think. Oh, unless it's someone I'm not.
She was the girl that like Mark was dating through college. That
Yes,
was like, why
yes.
are they together? They don't spend any time together. They don't like each other.
Right?
Like it was, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So she's a lot better in the show.
I used
both
to love those books
performance-wise.
thanks to you.
Yeah, I have the first 16 volumes, and then I stopped around issue 100 because it got real bad.
I actually remember that. Like, I remember a distinct conversation about how terrible that particular turn was.
Yeah, I was not happy.
And you
with
shouldn't have been. When you explained to me what happened, I was like, yeah, that's bullshit. What the fuck?
it gets rough. I would like to finish it because I think everything else I still have to read is just like all of Compendium 3.
I was going to say, are they done then?
Yeah. Oh, the series is done.
Okay, maybe I'll go
But I've been rereading them, and like they're okay. They haven't aged great. There's a lot of like yikes dialogue from it being like a 2002 comic book.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm sure that did not age well, huh?
Yeah, but I mean, even so, it's like, oh, if you've read it once, like all the fun twists and stuff are kind of gone. But I think the show is handling that better. My only thing is like, and honestly, don't bring this up because Dan, I know you know it, but like I'm watching it with Travis, and Travis does not know why Omni-Man does what he does.
Oh.
So I'm very excited for him to like experience that.
Oh my god.
I really hope they don't wait for that to be like the season finale.
They will. Oh, that's so sad. As soon as you reminded me of that, I was like, oh, I remember, and oh no.
Yeah, I hope they don't though, because it's like the crux of the series.
But that's the thing. Here's the thing. I bet they're going to try and make this its standalone thing so that people just like it, and then have that be the hook that's like, come back for season 2.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know what I mean? Like, as much as I may not like that.
I will say it is. Dan, have you watched the show at all?
Not yet. Not yet.
It is incredibly violent.
Oh, do they do a good job with the violence?
I mean, I guess, sure, if you want to say it's accurate.
Well, it's cartoony. To be fair, the violence in the comic book was also extremely...
It's very over the top, but in a more grounded way this
time. Oh god, I'm trying to remember. Alizarian Crimson and Burnt Umber. The perfect leather brown for what Dan likes, apparently. So I'm just putting that into the universe so that I remember it. Because if I say things out loud, I will remember them better. Dude, this is a good brown for like leather. I'm really into that.
You heard it here first, folks. Dan is really into leather.
I am super into leather, and I don't care who knows it. Faux leather, to be fair, of course, because gotta be good to them animals. Okay, do some of that. Ooh. Brush. Oh, his gloves. Damn it. Fuck. There I go, acting without thinking again.
Dan,
the garbage man. Because he sucks.
You said it, I mean.
Let's see.
Curious if I need to panel line these joints or if they're even going to be visible. I don't think they're going to be visible. That's gonna be my big gambit. I'm gonna say they're not gonna be visible, so I'm not gonna do it.
Ooh, let's see. Oh boy, will we find out. And it'll be intense. It'll be the big...
Hang my head in shame.
Oh, no. You goof? Did you win, son?
No, I didn't.
Ripperoni. Just a touch.
Okay.
Yeah, just like that. Oh, a little much there. What color is Dan's flight suit in Star Wars?
What color do you want to be?
That's what I'm asking. I think I like me a gray navy for the stripe on the outside. I'm gonna do like some like fighter stripes. But I think that as far as the suit itself, I don't know. And I got such a world of colors to choose from. So I don't know. Let's see.
Okay, I'm not paneling this whole thing, but there are a bunch of these little dots on there, and I like them, so I'm going to accentuate the dots.
I'm going to mix. Ooh. I like that. I like ultramarine a lot. I'm going to mix ultramarine with, I think, a little bit of gray. We'll see. First, I gotta find ultramarine.
Dan, this is the last page of the leg instructions that I'm on.
I'm so proud of you, Peyton. Like, you have no idea. Ultramarine? Oh, ultramarine violet. No. No. Why are there two of them? Hooker's green is still my favorite color name in here. You know what? You go here. I guess I'll show why this is such a cluster. Oh God. My life's a mess, and I apologize. Yeah.
Sounds like you're struggling.
Yeah, this is what my paint setup looks like right now.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, it's not good. I need to do something about that, huh?
Yeah, not ideal.
So we're gonna take a second while I look for this titanium white. Nice. I know how I want to organize this. I just have not had the time to do it. I have not made the time to do it. I've had the time. I've not made the time. That's very fair. So I know someone's going to be like, damn, we were playing Genshin last night. And I'll go, you're right. There she is. There's Ultramarine. The real question is, what color do I want to mix her with? Peyton.
Yes.
Best of your ability. What color should I mix this color with? I like this as a base. Give me something a little bit lighter. What kind of color should I mix this with? It's like a blue.
Do some kind of purple.
Ooh, okay.
I love purple.
I love me some purple too, which is why I liked the ultramarine.
I resent how much Muscuda made me dislike purple for so long.
Yeah.
Because I like purple a lot.
Okay, now next question. Do I go with my two favorite options to go with this blue ultramarine is indigo light or French violet?
Wait, what or what?
It is this darker color, indigo light, or French violet. The two colors I'm
I would say the French violet, because that'll give you kind of a grayish too.
Yeah, okay. Let's do it. Look, I love me some collaborative creativity. How did you get into this, Peyton? Because I've got my own history with this, which I think is very, very strange. But I'm curious, how did you get into this?
Yeah, so, I mean, it really was just curiosity, because I think when I was a kid, when I was maybe like 10 or something, we bought one of these at that craft store in Belleville.
Yeah.
Because like I loved Legos as a kid, and I remember.
Oh, hold on.
I think I ended up building the whole thing, but like being very confused at the time because the instructions were all in Japanese, which you look back now and you're like, not really though. Like the words are, but you don't need to know them in order to build it. However, I will say you do need nippers to clip everything off. So how I got by without that, I have no idea. But yeah, I built one like when I was a kid, and then one weekend Travis took off to like go to a conference, and I was like, I want something to like work on this weekend. And so we had a Think Geek store in our mall, which no longer exists. It's just a GameStop now. Which somehow sells.
Did you stutter? You just said the same thing twice.
I know. It somehow sells even more Funko Pops than Think Geek did, but
that's impressive.
Yeah, so they had a handful of Gundams for sale, so I just bought like a $20 one or something, which I still have upstairs. And I didn't have any tools. I like ripped it out with my fingernails. And
holy shit,
and just like built the whole thing. And I was like, hey, this was really fun. I'm sure there's an easier way to do it. And I looked, and I think I found the Gunpla subreddit, which that was when I was like, oh, like here's the basic tools I need. Here's like other stuff. And I just started looking for. I don't think I did a second one until like several months later. But I finally, I was like window shopping a lot on Amazon, and then finally just ordered a couple. I was like, all right, I'm going to do this. And just like built more and like got my toolkit and then just built more and more. And, the people on the subreddit are very encouraging. They're very nice.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And they do really cool stuff.
That's just a sentence you don't hear that often.
Yeah. No, they were very cool.
What's the subreddit? Just so that people can find it if they're interested. r/what?
Gunpla, Gunpla.
Thank you.
Sorry, I just realized I did this wrong.
No, you're good. I just, you know the spelling correctly, so I wanted to make sure that you were the one who said it.
Fingers are hurting. But yeah, no, so I just like started doing more, and like since that, like I am admittedly very slow with getting to the whole like painting and customization part of it because on the one hand it's expensive to get into because you either need all the stuff or you have none of it.
Right.
So I'm finally at a point now where I feel like I've got enough stuff to like be dangerous. But yeah, it just took time and building a lot of kits and just trying new things. And I mean, it's been enjoyable. It's not like, there's nobody to impress other than myself.
Ooh.
And so also like my whole job is staring at a computer screen all day. So this is a really nice alternative to that.
Yeah. I don't know because I enabled the multi-stream, so we are live on YouTube and Facebook as well, which is fun.
Okay.
Yeah, which is a thing I started just at the end of last year, beginning of this year. Holy shit, it's already April.
Cheers.
I hate it. What was I gonna say? Oh, and so I am trying my best. Sorry, I'm again I keep starting this sentence and then thinking about this blue I'm making. Which, by the way, Peyton, you nailed the
purple.
Yeah, that was a good call.
Heck yeah.
Look at that beautiful blue.
Heck yeah.
That being said, I forgot what I was gonna say. What were we talking about?
I don't know. You were asking me how I got into it.
Oh, so like, I'm gonna say this, and if my folks are watching, because Facebook is why I started to talk about this. Um, it's just how I remember it. Sorry, maybe I should have been more forceful, but I'm not very forceful. Oops. Anyway, so as a kid, I really liked this kind of stuff, and I made two models as a kid. I made an F-22 Raptor and the Snowspeeder from Star Wars.
Hmm.
And the amount of effort I put into the aesthetics of those was zero. I viewed them as just Legos.
Yeah.
And then was very... But was also like, it's missing something. And my dad, I'm sure, was like, fucking paint, you idiot. But, like, I tried to do the stickers. They didn't work quite well. And then my brother, again, also, if you're in this one, sorry, bud. It's just what happened. You were a kid, and I let you have my stuff for 0.2 seconds.
Did he break it?
Yeah, he done broke it. He broke it at a few things that over my lifetime I've been upset about, but also looking back, I'm like, yeah, but that's also my fault. The one that's not.
Jonah call-out post.
No. Here's a call-out post for my fucking parents. Mom, Dad,
Wow.
you gave Jonah my Pokemon cards. He ruined a couple of them. Those things are worth money now, and it's sad. You did that, mister. I'm gonna buy basketball cards and baseball cards for my child while he's in utero, despite not knowing what his interests are gonna be. That's what you get.
Should I go?
No,
It seems like
it's
you're
fine.
you're doing some stuff.
Can I tell you something? Comedy comes from conflict.
Oh, does it? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, that's what my sleep paralysis demon tells me. How's your thing coming?
It's going well. I am working on the final pieces of armor for the legs. So I'm just wiping off some excess panel lining. Which I did not know you could do until like a few kits ago. So if you look at the kits I got when I first got the marker, they're not good. They're very.
What's
they're very
what's
bulky.
bad about them, if you don't mind me? Like what?
They're just very bulky. In the panel lining, very sloppy.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. So panel lining ends up looking like that.
Oh, so it just pops a little bit extra?
Exactly.
Now, do you panel line in a hypothetical situation? I know you're not painting that one, but like for me, would I want to panel line after I'm done painting? It is the marker that, like, you know what I mean? That makes it pop.
See, look.
Oh,
sorry. I was going to show you.
No.
This
Show us a concrete example.
I didn't know this was going to go. It now has a super. I added some new pieces because that was what the instructions told me to do. But now there's got like a super fine line where it's popping.
Ooh,
it looks really pretty.
I see exactly what you're talking about. So
Yeah.
it's not so much for the like details in the wire, but it's more about the details on the edge when two of these pieces meet.
It's mostly the details on the like little
maybe
line.
Maybe I don't understand that. Never mind. Fuck
No,
me.
that was just a happy coinky dink.
Okay. I see. I just wanted to make sure I understood correctly, but it was a happy coinkadink. Thank God. Not that far gone.
Okay.
Okay,
Time to
indeed.
assemble
Okay,
this
I gotta
thing.
paint my crotch. Hold on one second, everyone. This is gonna be
It'd
a
be
very
like that
delicate
sometimes.
situation here. I wish I could zoom in more. I'm only one man. I can only do so much. I've already gotten paint on my hands. Great. I'm gonna have to repaint my hands now. Just the insides. Just the insides, I guess. Whatever. Oh, and then I'm gonna do for the helmet. Well, I guess for the helmet first I should do the visor. Think big, go small, Dan. That was my mistake with the hands and the boots. You gotta think big and then go smaller from there. Paint big, get small. Paint big, get small. Ooh.
Oh, this is H.
It's the comedy of the Star Crew. Yeah, you're right. Here's the thing. I don't think Payton has shown up to the Star Crew lately. I don't think Payton knows the
Admittedly, I have not.
Look, I get it. I say it all the time. Watch what you can and what you want when you can. Watch,
I'll just be on them.
Watch what you want when you can in your life. Like, not of my stuff, just in general. Content. That capital C content we love so much here at Philosophy.
I hate that word.
I know you do, which is why I keep using it.
No, just like to get in my diatribe, and I'm not the only person who thinks this, but like, as somebody who makes content, like
Capital C.
It takes work and it takes effort, and like, even if it's like criticism where it's less like art and more like critique of art, like it still takes your ideas and it takes your mental energy. But then it's like, oh, it's just at the end of the day, it's just content.
I'll be honest. That's why I try to not use that word in a too heavy of a sense. I don't give it too much weight.
Yeah.
Especially after talking to you about it. Once I talked to you about it, I especially was like, fuck, yeah, no, yeah, huh. It's not great out here.
We're getting there, Dan. Slag is almost done.
I'm so proud of you.
Nice.
Dan, first and only member of Lilac Squadron. Let's get it.
I like that name.
What, Lilac Squadron?
Yeah, it's nice.
I imagine that's the humanitarian squadron.
I was thinking the other day that every men's body wash should smell like lavender.
Agreed.
So that like people would enjoy it.
Yeah.
But it still has the name of like wolf dick or gun.
Yes!
So that like men will still buy it. So it's like, oh man, you smell delightful. What is that? It's like, oh, you know, it's that Old Spice wolf dick.
Oh, it's Throbbing Collection number 3. Oh, nice.
Like lavender just smells good. That's what I have right now. That's my body wash.
Oh, I'm wearing Toxic Masculinity number 7.
No, I stopped buying that stuff because, like, I mean, I still buy it from time to time because a lot of times it's
no. Sometimes it's still really nice, but like.
But when I really want to pamper myself, I'll do the store brand at the nice grocery store.
Okay, I'm covering up my mistakes. Oh no, I'm making more mistakes. Who would have guessed?
It's part of it.
I know. I'm slowly refining. Ooh, yeah.
You can't see it because my camera's bad, but this panel lining looks like a smiley face.
Ooh, look! Take a quick little peek. You can see because of my camera. Oh,
Look at Lilac Squadron.
Oh, there it is. Oh, it's in focus now that I can see it. Sorry. Oh, it's gone again. Oh, it just shifted colors too. That was wild.
Damn.
Yeah.
We have a leg.
That's a whole ass leg right there.
We have a leg. Look at that. Look at the. Oh, look how it bends.
Ooh, okay. I gotta be honest. That alone just sold me.
It's not supposed to snap like that.
Oh no.
Bet that too far.
I will say though, that literally alone, is that what the... Okay, I have a question.
Yes.
Speaking of Star Wars models that I would be interested in, but also anatomical parts of these models, those character ones that for Star Wars, are those good? What are they like? Are they like Gundam but Star Wars?
They're different. They're similar in how they're laid out.
Okay.
But take less time and like it's a lot more delicate, I'd say. I built a Boba Fett one that Travis got me for Christmas, and I really like it. It is missing a couple pieces because it includes the smallest pieces I've ever seen in a model kit.
Really?
I was building it over Christmas. I just straight up dropped it, and it's all just like little decoration stuff. It's not anything that's necessary for it to function.
But it is nice.
Those are just gone. Like those are hiding on the floor of a cabin in North Carolina right now.
That's amazing. Okay, well maybe I'll pick those up. So you would recommend that for someone like me who's interested in that?
When I ordered all this for myself, I got Travis a Darth Vader that he is working on.
Is Travis nearby enough to yell his opinion of it?
No, he's upstairs.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
But I think he's enjoying it. I hope so.
Well, good. I bet he is.
I enjoyed the Boba Fett one. I almost bought a TIE Fighter and then ended up not, just because like it's all gray. And
that's why you paint.
I know, but I just thought that would get kind of samey.
Yeah.
But the TIE Fighter is like, that's supposed to be like Order.
Oh, have you not been playing Squadrons?
I need to finish that game. I bought it on launch and then just like never finished it.
Do you have Xbox Game Pass?
I do.
Let's play it.
Okay, I mean, I've mostly been playing on PlayStation, but yeah, I do have the Game Pass version too. Or I have the PlayStation version.
I do not have the PlayStation version, but obviously I have Xbox stuff. So, I am gonna make my BB-8 the French Violet you suggested.
Proud of you.
So, think French Violet and black. Let's see.
My brain is not working tonight.
It's light. Okay. Ooh, I don't need it to be perfect. I just want it to look nice.
I think I'm going to finish up this leg and then probably wrap for the night.
Oh, okay.
Because next is the waist, and I just don't want to like get started on something big.
That makes sense. I obviously will keep going. I don't know if you are available to hang out, but if you want to go get some of your stuff and talk about things you learned from them or something, like, you're more than welcome to keep hanging out.
Oh, Travis is here. Travis, do you like your Darth Vader?
I do.
Okay.
Why?
Because Dan was asking about getting Star Wars ones.
They're fun.
Yeah, you would recommend that?
I would.
Okay. I love me some Star Wars, but I'm always cautiously optimistic. Ooh, that wasn't perfect, but that's fine. It's not about being perfect, it's about being good.
It's not my fault.
Or having fun. Just go ahead. Again, I'm not going for perfect, just trying to...
Now, Dan, you mentioned Pokemon cards earlier. Have you been following all the drama with Pokemon cards?
I've heard a little bit. So can you explain to me a little bit more? Is this about the grading thing, or is this about... Cause
I will explain a little bit, because that is going to be the second episode of my new web show for work.
Ooh! So yeah, don't spoil too much.
Don't go to many of the other places that you could for this exact public knowledge story.
Wait until Payton does it, and I post about it in our Discord.
Wait until May.
Oh, fuck.
Hey, these things take time when you're, like, the only one working on them.
Whoa,
which
can you imagine?
Isn't true. I have very talented videographers, and I have a very talented, hardworking intern. But I do all of the writing and editing myself. So.
I'm sorry, did you just say intern?
Yeah.
I can barely get my company to get me a laptop. They're giving you interns?
I mean, we're on a university campus.
We
So,
have a partnership with the university. Like, it don't make no sense. How do? Hold on, I'm gonna go get my CEO on the line right now. You tell the story.
yeah, call 'em up.
Yeah. Yo, girl, where you at? What up?
Give them a piece of your mind.
Yeah, they gave Peyton interns. Can you believe that? I know. Sorry,
And he's like,
she's watching the
he's Peyton.
stream. She's oops. She is outraged. She also thinks this is a travesty.
Is she a gamer?
Yeah, you know it. Allegedly a gamer. Allegedly. I've seen a PlayStation in her house, but I also know she has kids. I don't want to make assumptions, but allegedly she's a gamer.
What do you think she games? What'd she play?
Oh, dude, I don't even know.
Say 1v1 me for a raise.
Oh, if I had a 1v1...
If she's a real gamer, she'll have to accept the challenge on her honor.
Oh, shit. I think... Does she get to pick the game, or do I get to, like, challenge her at a game, and then...
Oh, you need to challenge her.
I get to challenge her.
That's
what I thought. I'm trying to think of the game I would play against her, though. Because look, I don't think she plays a lot of games, but I think her kids did, and she obviously watched her kids play these games, and I believe that she would still be able to compete at a pretty high level. You know what? I'm gonna take her in. What's that game that we played at Jacob's parents' basement's house? With the archery thing, the like.
Fortnite.
Nope. With the like cartoon Towerfall or something like that.
Oh yeah, Towerfall.
Yeah. Did I nail it?
Towerfall's good.
I'd probably 1v1 her in that, because I can get pretty lucky with that, especially if I've had a couple in me, apparently. I remember that from that night. And so that'd obviously be ideal. Okay, let's see. So we're going to do Burnt Umber. Oop, this one was already open. Oops. Well, to be fair, I guess. Gonna use that because I'm just using this for the face. Just nice base layer, a little bit darker than Real Me, just a little dab, just something to give it some color. Yeah. And then get the peach one out, layer that, and that should give it close color. Also, for context, this is dry. This is just that color of that brown leather I really liked. Just think that's really... It stayed a very nice, vibrant, reddish brown. Okay, let's see. Then... Where did the cap for Burnt Umber go? I hear you over there, dog. Relax. That's no good.
I like the accent. I appreciate that.
Thank you. I try to be as offensive as possible at all times. Following the steps of my forefathers. Okay, let's see.
I took a photo of the happy panel lighting. I'll send it to you. I'll probably just put it on Twitter.
I'll grab it and post it in my Discord if that's okay. For folks who watch and are there. If you're watching and you don't know, aren't on the Discord and want to be on the Discord, go ahead and there it is. Type !Discord into whatever chat you're watching on, and it should pop up. Should be the operative word. And then, of course, we're going to add the never controversial, never an issue flesh tone color. Yikes. Payton, I hate it. Payton, look at the color of flesh. Arrgh.
This is the color of flesh.
This is the only color. Arrgh. Yikes-a-reno. Just trying to get some of the paint off. 'Cause I'm not trying to cover this up. I'm just trying to layer it on there. Looks like the Halo guy for some reason in my head. Master Chief. Before anyone attacks me. Looks kind of like the Halo guy to me.
Every other time I have to log in, or every other time I launch Discord, it makes me log in, so I'm just not going to do it. You'll just have to see that photo on my Twitter.
Oh, that's fine. So that is, I got Mans taken care of. I got the chair. I got the BB-8 unit kind of colored a little bit. I'll give a nice little pop of color when it's back there. Doesn't need to be perfect. I do want to add a little bit of this black lamp to the top of my joystick, if you know what I mean, because it gives it just a nice little pop. There. I really enjoy the customization of this now that I'm an adult, though. I know earlier I was talking about Idiot Dan being like, something's missing, and never thinking like, oh, I should make it something I like, specifically.
I'm glad you're like all aboard the customization train, because I'm like, it's fine. I just like building.
I actually used to do Legos a bunch, and I actually have done some in the past couple of years, and that's actually what made me switch over to this again. To come back to it, is that
because these are arguably cheaper.
They're cheaper, and I get more customization with like, well, yeah. If you customize a Lego, people are like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" Right? Like, rightfully so. But like, if you it's like, well, yeah, fucking, it's model kits. Paint it, do whatever you want to it. Fuck it up, I don't care. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it's very different, and so I wanted to get into that and get into the customization aspect of things. And I wanted to do that actually primarily because of Adam Savage on his channel Tusted, which if you haven't seen, I highly recommend. It's a pretty good channel. Talks a lot of nerd stuff. He shows how to do these sorts of things. And so when you, Peyton, were like, I'm getting into this, I was like, you know what? This is the perfect opportunity. I'm exploring myself during these trying times of COVID anyway.
These unprecedented times.
These unprecedented times, as I've been told they are.
They haven't been precedented.
Never before precedented.
I'll do a little fancy thing with this.
Oh, what fancy thing you doing?
See if it works. There's like a little gap in between these two armor pieces.
Ooh.
So I took them off, and I am just like fully markering the little space that shows up when they're together.
Uh-huh.
Under the hope that it'll pop out more.
Very cool. Ooh, this copper's so wonderful. Oh, homie, check out this beautiful metallic-y copper. Where's a good place for it to I guess here, maybe one of these. Do that. It's a nice little metallic copper. I feel like that comes across well compared to this. I think this thing's a piece of shit.
That's one leg.
I think this thing is both very nice and also kind of a piece of shit. Sure. Across. Yeah. That looks really good. I really like that. Okay, so I don't know how well that comes across. Hold on. I gotta try to... Hold on. So, what I've done is... Let's see. You can see there. Ooh, Peyton, check this out. Now that I got it in focus a little bit. I got...
Look at that.
Nice little leather wrapped joystick with a little black trigger on top and copper plating. Yes.
Look at that. We did it, Joe.
We did it. Yeah, okay. The customization is going to be my favorite part of these things, I think. Dude,
You got legs.
I love your legs.
You got legs.
Those legs look gorgeous. I just gotta say.
They're very tall. This is a soda can for scale.
Those are actually very tall legs. Jokes aside. Okay, let's see. So that was step.
Right.
That was.
It's gonna take me a little bit to pack up, so I'm gonna stay on.
You're good. Feel free to stay on. I'm gonna go a little bit later, I think. Honestly, you do you. I'm gonna try and wrap up at least this cockpit area detail wise a little bit, I think.
Sure.
And then I'm gonna call it. Let's see.
This is the instruction booklet.
Jeez. Mine is like.
And all tonight, I got through. What did I get through? Yeah, 2 pages.
Absolutely.
Like, not even like 2 sheets of paper, just like 2 pages.
Just 2 pages.
My butt.
It's a lot. In a good way, but still a lot. So let's see. I got a joystick facing the front. Wait, what? Did I put this in upside down? Yes, I did. That's very funny.
I also forgot at one point. So if you ever buy older Gundam kits, they'll have screws.
Ooh.
And it tells you don't use a small screwdriver, use a big one. It'll work. It does not work.
Oh,
so I got a little baby screwdriver, which like I don't think I'm supposed to, but I really could not figure out a way to get it. It was like stripping the screw when I was using a bigger screwdriver.
Sorry, I think I'm struggling a little bit. Oh, I see what I've done. No, I'm fine. I didn't do anything bad. I just in my head flip something around. Oh. So I gotta make it so that this is like
Do a little Zaku photo shoot.
Yeah.
Custom one.
Okay, so that goes there. And then this goes here. Then A28. A28. So this thing. Ooh, that looks real cool with this little gunmetal-y paint I got on there. Yeah, I didn't mess that up. Great. Now the real question is, how does this go though? I'll be honest, their drawing not very helpful as to how this thing is oriented.
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah. It certainly do. Okay, hold on. I think I got it. Ooh. Okay, so let's see. One, two, and then...
Trying to do portrait mode and it was not recognizing him.
I hate whenever portrait mode's like, no, there's something there, but it's not a person, so get out of here. It's like, yeah, sometimes I want to take portraits of other things. Was I supposed to put... Fucking kidding me. Fucking kidding me. I feel like I've ruined so much of this very good paint job I was very proud of just by not understanding how this goes. Okay, and another thing I'm learning, I just need to paint the whole dang pieces. Because I really don't know what's going to be showing and what's not.
Yeah.
I just need to paint the whole dang pieces until I know what they are and then detail them as I'm putting them in, I think, in the future. Oh, and now this one doesn't go because... So it does need... Yeah, that's no good. Okay.
Okay, buddy?
Yeah, I'm okay. I feel like I gotta repaint some stuff, and I've messed some stuff up, and I'm not super proud of that, but also it's my first time in a long time. My first time doing this, like, custom shit for damn sure, you know? I'm trying to give myself some grace. But it's hard, because I want it to be good the first time. I want to impress all my internet friends, but I know I wasn't showing you all anything because I was so angry. Let's see.
You doing okay, bud?
Oh, great. How are you doing? There we go. Now we got a little bit of a cockpit going. Okay, and then A27 is our next piece, but also our last piece because it is the console. So I'm going to actually detail this little thing first, as much as we know now that it's kind of built together what we're looking at. I think maybe that's where I'll call it, because it's just a little bit of paint up here, touching up a few things. Because what we're actually going to do next is just for context, where are you? 27? A27 is this guy, and it's going to pop in like this. So 90% of this, it looks like, will not actually be seen. A lot of this. In fact, I'm starting to think that I might be good. It looks like... No. Looks like this little bit behind our boy is indeed visible the whole way through. Unless in the final hour they fix that. I don't know. I don't know, fam. I think they do. So actually, I don't think we need to do that. I think we can just do the detailing. I really talked myself down from a ledge right there, let me tell you. Not like literally, but like as far as like I was expecting the worst case scenario and it turned out to be the best case scenario.
Yeah.
Alright, well that's going to be it for the stream because I just destroyed this paintbrush a little bit.
No.
Yeah, so thanks for hanging out, everyone.
If it makes you feel any better, the sword that comes with this kit has a covering on it so you don't die.
That's fucking metal as shit. I love that. I love that. Actually, there is one thing I'm going to do before we go. But yeah, no. Looks like we're going to the hobby store. Oh, no. One last bit I want to look at. So I think the design I'm going with is, like I said, it's kind of shitty, but not really. So I think that on top of all this plasteel, or whatever we're calling it, plasteel, your fiance would know. Next time you talk to him, ask him. Next time you see him, can you just go ahead and ask him for me? That'd be great.
Sure.
Thank you. I appreciate that. If he's like, I don't know, be like, well, figure it out and let him know. He's my personal, Google, right? All things Star Wars. That was the arrangement we had. He got to marry you, I got to access his Star Wars brain whenever I wanted, something like that. Were you there at that meeting, or did we not CC you?
I don't think you added me on that.
Oh, damn it. Sorry about that.
Struggling.
Yeah. Feels that way.
All goes back in the box.
Okay, there's that. Good night, Jacob. I hope you have a good one, bud. Okay, and I think that's gonna be it for tonight. The last thing I did was I had a nice little copper panels to what's gonna be the dash to give it kind of a cobbled together feel. And next time when I have a small brush again, add little just color details to it. So yeah, thanks for hanging out, Payton.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Are we?
I will be working on this until the heat death of the universe. So if you ever want me back,
next time, do you want to be on too? Yeah, good.
Sure.
Because boy howdy, do I want to do more of these.
Yeah, this is fun.